ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And welcome to another exciting episode. So today we have Elite Gaming versus Buy Forever, and this was the NIP, so not in playoffs, finals, guys. So it was Elite Gaming versus Buy Forever, the final battle to see who took the NIP championship. And as you can tell, Buy Forever had a tremendous run. Actually, they did real good. As far as 9v9s go, we did a little bit better. We got 67% there, so we did have a pretty good amount of scouts. The only thing is that they did beat us in 10v10s. That's where they really got us, guys. They got an extra 2 10v10s compared to us, and their dipping was perfect, spot on. We did miss one dip, I believe. I can't. Oh, yeah. So it was a high percentage 2-star, so it was very close. And then we did attempt an 11v11 because they did have a similar base that I have 3-star before. I managed to get a solid percentage 2-star. I actually got a 96% or 97% 2-star, guys. Missed it by a little bit. All my boulders died in one big bulk. So we missed that 3-star right there. And then at the very end, GP just tried an 11v11 because we already knew it was over. So these guys did a great job. So big shout out to them for winning the NIP championship. So great job there. So let's go ahead and get started with some hits. We'll go ahead and show you 2 9v9s. We'll show you the 4 10v10s, and then we'll call it a day. Thanks, guys. So great
An
job
incredible
there,
3-star
DJ Ellie. And then DJ Ellie. And then I almost got a 3-star on their Town Hall 11, as you saw at the very beginning. Very close right there. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll show you 2 of the Town Hall 9 hits, and then we'll show you 4 of the Town Hall 10v10 hits that we got. So let's see. I think it was this one right here. One moment, guys. Alright, so 29, we'll show you 29. Yeah, this one right here. So this one's going to be by Unil, and it's going to be a golem, well, pretty much a queen walk with a few golems, and then 7 baby dragons. So as you can see, there's going to be a few baby dragons just kind of started in the places where there isn't really anything that'll shoot them down. And then there is an archer in the corner to get that builder hut. I can't remember where they start. Okay, so Unil starts over here on this side at the bottom with the queen walk, and the queen's just doing some work before dropping the healers. And then after that, just kind of working towards getting to the air defenses. I'm pretty sure that's what Unil's trying to do, taking care of all the air defenses, because then after that you can just spread your baby dragons all over the place and get that 3-star because you're taking care of all the air defenses. So anyways, guys, and plus you do take advantage of the rage ability that they get when they're all by themselves with no other air around them. So anyways, guys, as you can see, the queen is moving in the right direction. Use that baby dragon very efficiently by creating that funnel and causing the queen to go to the right direction. As you can see, the king and the 5 bowlers are sent through straight to the core, guys, with the 2 golems, and a real nice rage spell is going to be placed right here, and going to get through that CC like nothing. And the queen is moving her way through as well. The healers did get taken care of pretty early on in the game, and then the king just works right in front of everybody, and the bowlers are just doing some mad work, guys. Look at that. They took care of the core so fast. There's like nothing left. So anyways, so start sending in the baby dragons, a few on the outer portions, because there really isn't anything that'll take care of them unless there's a bunch of Sams on the outside, which I highly doubt. So anyways, guys, as you can see, the wizard towers aren't really going to do anything to these baby dragons. So then after that is just placing baby dragons all around the map. There's still 3 baby dragons left, guys. It is pretty much overkill because all the defenses already got taken care of. The queen still has the queen ability, and like I said, there's still 3 baby dragons that haven't even been placed, and there's no more defenses left, guys. So this was pretty much overkill, and very creative job of using this attack. I have actually done this attack myself. It is very fun just to mess around with baby dragons because they do so much work and they're really not used very much in the game, especially at Town Hall 9. So anyways, that was Unil's attack, and then I'll be showing you, I think it was Shadows. Let's see. Yeah, Shadow's attack. So Shadow is going to show us a different way of using dragons, guys. I recently posted a video on dragons with Hulk Smash. Very awesome video. It is very base specific. So this is going to be a different kind of attack because he is going to be using dragons, but there is no lightning spells at all, guys. So in case you're wondering on how to use dragons differently, this is definitely a different way to do it. Unfortunately, there was a wall breaker fail there. The king could not get through at the very beginning because of the wall breaker fail. But luckily, had to use the king ability just to kind of... Oh, wait, not the king ability. A rage spell just to get through that portion right there. And then places a real nice poison on the enemy CC. Is waiting to take care of the troops, which would be the clan castle, the king, the queen, and all of that good stuff. Did have to use a queen ability pretty early on. Let's see... And then the enemy queen does go down. They both took each other down. The king did not go down, but it's not going to be too much of an issue because you're really worried about the enemy queen. That's the main concern. So then did a real awesome lalo portion just to take care of the remaining air defenses, guys. And then after that, start sending the rest of the dragons. So very good stuff here. Pretty much placed a few dragons on the outer portion just to create that funnel, making sure that the dragons kind of stay in the core. So a few of them did go to the outside, which is fine. That way they can take care of the outer portions. But then a big bulk of dragons stayed in the middle, which is nice. Placed a real good rage spell that's going to get them through all of these elixir storages, the wizard tower, and even the sweepers over here. And to get that isolated expo that's going to be there. Placed a real nice heal spell to be able to heal these dragons. That way they are fully healed before they deal with the next wizard tower and all the remaining defenses that are left, guys. This was pretty much overkill. This is pretty much overkill, as you guys can see. So that heal spell wasn't really needed because they were already pretty much healed at that point. So it's pretty much like a pre-heal swag. So anyways, guys, as you can see, all the dragons are zoning in, just killing it at this point. And then just an FYI, pretty much with the channel, I've been doing a lot of how-tos. When I first initially made this video, there was a lot of background, so I'm kind of overtaping this portion at least. But anyways, at that point I was saying that I was going to post some how-to videos like the how to do Sweet Lalo or the how to do the hog attack with Joshua, but I've already posted those, so this one's a little late on the recap. But you know, it's right there, guys, and I'll be posting a lot more how-to videos, and I'll also do a revamp on the channel itself once I reach the 500 subscribers. But thanks for tuning in, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next attacks. Way to go, Shadow. Pretty much overkilled this base. 10v10s, guys. So there was 4 10v10s. Let's see, where does it start? Right here. Number 24. So Scottoria is actually a Twitch person, so... Ashpack took him down. Anyways, Ashpack started at the 3 o'clock mark and then at the 12 o'clock mark. And this one's going to be a Bow Witch attack. And as you can see, just kind of funneled his way through. Sent in the 4 witches on each side and then a few boulders. Placed a real nice jump spell and then placed the CC. Didn't bring... Golem in the CC, it was boulders that he sent through, but did bring 2 golems just to tank for the boulders and witches. So very good stuff there. Real nice rage spell right there, and then a heal spell to get to heal through the core section, guys, just so that they can get through. There was a golem in there, so they made it you know, it was very convenient for this kind of attack, because a Lava Hound definitely can hold you up a little bit, but then there's different ways of approaching the base. So, like, for instance, you can send in the Queen from the outer portion, but because there was a Golem, that was definitely a calling to get that Queen going into the core section. So, very great job, Ash, of pretty much seeing that weakness and just pretty much coming up with this attack and killing it. And great job, TT, as far as pretty much lining up all the attacks, letting everybody know which ones we should hit and all that stuff. So very great job at sketching as well. So anyways, guys, as you can see, the king, queen moving through, and this base is going to be done, guys. The queen takes care of the last cannon, which is the last defense that's standing up, and then we're just going to be going from there. And then as far as this war goes, guys, I didn't do as well as I had hoped. I did hit 2 of the 11s. They were fresh hits, but I was very close, but not quite there. So didn't get my 10v11 this war. I think this is the first war for CWL that I didn't go 50%. Usually it's like I get one and I don't get the other kind of thing. But yeah, this time I didn't. I felt like I couldn't help out at all, guys. Just with the planning, it was okay, but as far as me getting a 10v11, didn't go so well. So anyways, guys, Dang is going to be showing us a 3-star attack, 7870. He likes numbers 2 like me, 4953. So anyways, guys, Lightning Quake, as you can see, this is also going to be portrayed in the Hulk Smash video with the dragons. When you see that kind of base, with the base layout like that, with the 2 air defenses like that, you can definitely take advantage of that. So that's what Dang is doing here. Took care of those 2 air defenses with the Lightning Quake combo, and then hasted a few loons to take care of that other air defense, and now it's going to send in some Sui heroes to be able to take care of the last air defense. So very great way of seeing that weakness and definitely acting upon that weakness. So as you can see, the king is helping the queen by getting rid of some of these buildings and structures, which is going to make it a lot easier for the queen to be able to snipe that air defense. And the reason behind using Sui heroes here is because the CC is centralized, and usually, you know, the CC is going to have Golem or Lava Hound, so you definitely don't want to pull that out. Does have to use the queen ability here. The queen starts walking the wrong direction at first, so it was a little scary because it looked like she wasn't going to take care of that air defense, but finally moves into the air defense, takes care of it just before she goes down. So that was pretty awesome there. And now is going to go ahead and start the air attack portion, which is going to be from the top side. And as you can see, sends in a Lava Hound. Doesn't really need the Lava Hound, but the reason behind the Lava Hound, guys, is to kind of lead the way with the defenses, because it's going to go from one defense to the next, since all the air defense is already taken down. So it's kind of there just to tank if there's any SAMs or anything like that. It's going to be the first one there, so that's pretty cool. The only thing that does suck about doing it this way is that there is not really a good way of leading the Lava Hound. You can't really decide where it's going to go. You can just go based off of like defense, like where it's going to hop, the closest defense. So you can kind of lead it that way, but it's not too specific. So anyways, guys, this base is pretty much getting murdered at this point. All the dragons are doing some mad work. Sends in a few loons over here in the back section just to kind of get rid of some of these defenses. That way, when the dragons get through and get to this portion, they can just work on the remaining defenses. And one of the loons was able to take care of a Sam, so that was pretty awesome there. Does have 2 archers that doesn't really need the archers, but you know, sometimes you have that weird extra space because of the attack, like if you have a certain wall breakers, if you do bring wall breakers or anything like that. But in this case, just had 2 extra space for this attack. So send in the archers at the very end just to kind of help out. But this base is already taken care of, guys. 4 dragons left, I believe. Yeah, 4 dragons left and a few loons on the top side. So very, very great job, Dang, on that attack. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, guys. This one's going to be by Bad Boy. And let's see which attack he brings in today. So yeah, it's going to be his famous AQ Walk La Loon attack. I have made a how-to video with him, featuring some of the comments and tips that he gives me. So definitely something to check out if you do want to learn how to do this attack. So as you can see, send in the queen walk at the top section at 3 o'clock, kind of moving towards the 12 o'clock portion. And then did get a lot of traps there, which was nice because those air skellies can be very annoying. So it's always good to be able to take care of those early on without your La Loon portion having to deal with that. So now the queen's moving up. The king is kind of getting rid of some of these structures, especially because there's some high DPS structures. And there is a wizard that's going to be helping taking care of this town hall because he wants to break in and charge the queen to the middle. So that's the main thing that Bad Boy's trying to do over here. Sends in a rage spell for the healers to be able to keep the queen alive. Did have to use the queen ability at that point just because if he didn't, the queen would have gone down. So it was very important to use that queen ability at the moment that he did. So now has to deal with the enemy CC. Does place a poison because the loon was still alive, but the loon happened to die. So didn't really need the poison, but the poison does help out with those lava pups that are annoying. Sent in a loon just to kind of take a few hits for the healers, and then after that the queen starts moving in. It's going to move towards the wizard tower, and then after that it's going to start taking care of the clan castle itself. And as you can see, the air portion has already started over there closer to 2 o'clock mark. So sends in the lava hound to take some hits, and then after that haste in the loons to try to get to that inferno pretty quickly. And the sweeper is going to be a little annoying at first, but as you can tell, the other haste spell is placed to create this funnel, this pinch. That way you can make sure that the troops stay where they're supposed to be and be able to take care of the adequate defenses. As you can see, the queen also sniped the inferno tower over there on the other side, so that was pretty awesome because she did get a lot of value there. And as you can see, there is still a rage spell that is left. Usually the rage spell is used for the queen if the queen needs to be able to stay alive for the queen charge itself. But because the queen did a lot of pretty much did her job with the other remaining rage spells, didn't really need it at that point. So then the queen starts zoning in and starts taking care of the remaining defenses, guys. And as you can see, the minions and the pups are just doing some mad work over there at the bottom to go ahead and help out with the cleanup. The queen is taking a while to break in, but is taking some hits for the archer tower, so that's not going to be an issue. And there is too many minions and pups that are overtaking that hidden Tesla, so the hidden Tesla is not going to be an issue, and the queen moves in to take care of the Tesla, and the bad boy took care of it. Great job, bad boy. Next hit right here, and this one is going to be Chris. So Chris right here is going to be attacking this base, is going to use a queen walk over here at the bottom portion, and then is going to work her way around. So this is going to be a queen charge, guys, pretty much like the same attack that bad boy did, but it's going to be on this specific base, which did give us a hard time. But this one right here, Chris was able to get it through. So anyways, guys, the queen is taking care of the gold storage and then takes care of the archer tower, and then after that sends in the wall breakers, and then the king and the wizard is going to take care of this town hall because that is pretty high HP. So then after that, sends in a rage spell to keep the queen alive, sends in a loon to be able to get rid of this, okay, never mind. I thought I was going to get rid of Sam, but no. So anyways, the king gets taken care of by the queen. And then after that, the queen moves in, is going to take care of that air defense, and then it's going to move in right here, guys. And this is where it's going to get crazy. Check this out. He uses the king ability to be able to get through that Tesla to make sure that the queen walks the right direction. And check this out, guys. The queen is fighting against the other queen, barely takes her down. The rage spell keeps the queen alive and brings her back to life fully. The wizard over here did some work and took care of that archer tower. And then a real nice poison spell is placed on this enemy CC, guys. And then look at what this queen's going to do right here. She's just going to do some mad work. At this point, running out of time, guys, it starts to get a little crazy. So, not running out of time, but just check it out, guys. Look at this patience right here. Just waiting for this queen to get through this wall right here. Because as you can see, it does have access to both infernos. So, just being very patient to see what the queen can get rid of. Because getting rid of some of these sweepers can definitely make a huge difference. That way, the lalo portion is very easy to do after this. So then once that air sweeper goes down, and then the inferno starts to be taken care of by the enemy queen, he's going to start the lalo portion starting around 3 o'clock, working away from that portion, so going counterclockwise, guys. So as you can see, a few loons are placed all over the place. And then strategically places these haste spells just to get through the base pretty quickly, guys. And then check it out, guys. Everything is zoning in towards the middle. And then real nice rage spell right here. Wow, guys. Look at that. Boom. Just taking care of all these defenses. They move straight to the wizard tower. And this haste spell is just going to help them get through everything, guys. And then look at this lava hound, guys. It's just going to pop at the perfect time. Look. It's going to move forward. There's going to be a seeking air mine, and boom, just real nice and great finishing touch. So great job, Chris, on that hit. Very good stuff right there. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward for this attack, because after this is just cleanup, but there are so many troops left at this point, guys. So a lot of loons and a lot of minions. So very good stuff there, and I believe that is a final 10v10 hit for this war, guys. Let's see. Yep, that's about it, guys. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is DJ Clan Smasher, and don't forget to keep calm and clash on. And big shout out to Buy Forever. They did a great job with the 10v10s. Their 10v11s were on spot. They pretty much got it right away. So very good stuff. They definitely stepped up their game and brought it on for the NIP finals. So good stuff. And Uh,